Why Disney World is a Nightmare Part 2.
You already made a video about all the things you don't like about Disney parks. Who are you, my mom? Let a brother do a sequel, for Christ's sake. And this isn't gonna be a crappy direct-to-video sequel like Beauty and the Beast 2 with that horrific animation. I just have more beef with Disney parks that I can't air out to people in the real world because they'll call me a nerd.
Dude, oh no, I would not call him a nerd for him to me about Disney parks. I hate Disney parks. Disney parks are the biggest scam in the world, dude. Their value comes straight from nostalgia. If you didn't watch Disney movies as a kid, you would look at Disney and go, this is useless. And there probably are people that didn't watch Disney as a kid and they look at it and they go, why would anyone spend this amount of money to go here? But if you watched a million Disney movies growing up and you watched Beauty and the Beast and Tarzan and all these other old animated movies from Disney, you look at that and you hear the music in the intro song where it shows like Magic Kingdom and the star going over it. And it's like Disney, and you're like, holy shit. It makes you want to cry because it reminds you of you when you were a kid and when you were a child and you had that innocence and you could do whatever you wanted. So when people go to Disney, they get that feeling, and so they feel like it's valued to go there. But in reality, it's just a waste of money.
And probably punch me really hard, so I'm gonna do it on the internet for you guys. I'm just a closeted Disney adult who isn't a full fan of the brand, if that makes sense. Which luckily gives me enough perspective to realize that the place where dreams come true is actually a reoccurring nightmare. Is Disney World's main plan to take as much money from the consumer while coasting off of reputation alone? Yes. Am I also a man-child? Also yes. But only a man-child could properly explain why a children's theme park is getting ruined by adults. Today I stand up for what I believe in. Today I'm coming for the mouse's throat, not in a murder way, not in a Rule 34. Oh, I'm not gonna put that in the video. So for some reason, Disney has become synonymous with good food. I don't know why this happened or when this happened.
Good food, bro. I remember I got a flatbread pizza and it was like $30. Every night I would go, yo, this is sad as shit. We went on this trip my freshman year in high school, and a lot of my friends were like, let's go on these rides. And I was like, I don't want to. I was sad as fuck. I just broke up with my girlfriend at the time. I was in my sad boy era, dude. I was like depressed, like dead ass. Like I didn't want to eat. I was that upset. Anyways, I broke up with my girlfriend and I was like sad as shit about it. I was just sitting there like, dude, I'm in Florida. This fucking sucks. I just want to fucking go home. And I didn't want to be there at all. And so maybe that's why I also didn't enjoy it. But they were all like, let's go on these rides and shit. I was like, fuck that. So I remember I went. I don't even know what the place is called. Some fucking Disney head would know. They had these pulled pork sandwiches. And I ate them every day. I would go to that restaurant because we had free time. And I would go and I would eat alone. Oh my God. At like this stupid fucking dining hall they had. It was in Magic Kingdom. So somebody tell me what that restaurant is and I'll pull up a picture of it. And they had this performance from like these animatronics or some shit. I don't even know if they were animatronics or real people. I was just so zoned out, dude. It was like I was in my own world. But I was eating it and I was just watching and everybody was so happy around me and it made me more upset. And I low-key feel like that's why some of the happiest countries also have high suicide rates. Because if you're really upset and everyone around you's happy, it makes you so much more sad. Like if you're depressed, but everyone around you is also depressed, it's like not that bad comparably. Because it's like that's everyone's in the same state as you. But if you're upset and everybody else around you is happy, you're like, fuck this, man, this sucks. So I was just pissed. Tortuga Tavern, I don't know. Cosmic Cafe. Oh my God, this is it, dude. Oh, fuck. Dude, I can't even picture it in my head as much. I probably sat in this chair right here. And this fucking dumbass animatronic would do like a fucking show. And everybody was just watching and I was like, fucking hate this place.
When I was a kid, this wasn't a thing. In the early 2000s, all they had was like Mickey Mouse ice cream bars and Dole Whip and
yeah, also bringing your kid to Disney when they're like 3 years old, biggest waste of money. Not trying to call the parents that do that fucking dumb. Like if they want to go because they enjoy it, cool. But if you're going to Disney for your kid when they're 3 years old, yeah, have fun never sharing that memory with them because the week after you leave, they won't remember it.
For some reason, in the early 2000s, they had French fry stands. But this was before Super Size Me came out, so people weren't aware of the childhood epidemic of obesity. So Disney stopped doing it, is what I'm saying. But Disney has weirdly taken the reputation of being good with...
No parents do that? Bro, what do you mean no parents do that? Go to Disney World right now, and half of the families you're gonna see are two parents pushing their toddler.
Food and ran with it. And when I say ran with it, I mean they ran too far. Like they ran out of the building into 3-lane traffic. So I have compiled a list of the dumbest food you can buy at Disney.
My parents did that. There's pictures of me when I was like a fucking 6 months old before my parents got me, fucking split, but
Because if we don't call them out on it now, then they're gonna start selling mouse spit in a commemorative $14 mug. Up first, we have the pickle milkshake. Heinous. Quick question, has anyone ever polished off an entire glass of whole milk and thought to themselves, you know what would complete this creamy concoction? A fucking pickle. Well, despite the obvious nearsightedness, something that Disney has never shied away from, we have been granted the beautiful pickle milkshake. Now, I'm not a religious...
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking disgusting.
Just man. But quick question to the Bible thumpers out there, what kind of God would allow this? You can pick up this little number from...
Bro, but that's the exact person I think would order that.
A quick question to the Bible thumpers out there, what kind of...
Like, I'm not dissing them, but like, that's the exact fit I expect somebody that's ordering the pickle milkshake at Disney World to look like. Like, they got the Mickey ears and like the fucking, it looks like a Minnie Mouse dress, pink nails, pink glasses, just happy as hell to be there.
God would allow this. You can pick up this little number from Epcot for a cool $6, which is great because when you're drinking around the world, you can use this to induce vomiting. I can't imagine this exists for any other reason than for people to make content about it, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. God damn it, the mouse always wins. Ooh, the mouse always wins. That's
low-key, it would be fun to just go to Epcot, drink around the world, get fucking abhorrently drunk, and then just be a menace at Disney World until they kick you out.
The house always wins. I'm gonna make that the title of this video, maybe. Next up, we have the pulled pork jelly sandwich. God damn, am I proud to be an American. Now, I think we all can agree there's a certain beauty to giving up and accepting death when you're eating food. This sandwich combines the heart-stopping power of pulled pork with the diabetes-inducing sweetness of a jelly donut. Raving reviews of this sandwich say...
Dude, that doesn't even sound good together. A jelly and barbecue pulled pork.
It tastes like... and
I could understand like a glazed donut burger or something.
The direct quote, someone put pulled pork inside a jelly donut. Riveting stuff. According to cast members, the jelly donuts are actually just Krispy Kreme donuts that are shipped in and cut in half. But most cast members are just teenagers that are on unpaid internships, so take everything they say with a grain of salt. You guys can grab this one at the 8 Spoons Cafe at the Animal Kingdom, the worst kingdom in Disney, for $6.99, just a few cents more than the Mickey pretzel with cheese. What is it?
Dude, I remember we had to do some dumb shit too, because I went on a class, it was like my class trip to Disney World. That was my freshman year, and so they had to do shit that was like educational. So the last day we were there, they sent us to Animal Kingdom, and we had to go they gave us I swear to you, a fucking 6-page document of 200 different things to go find and take a picture of. Either take a picture of or write in. Like, if it was like a sentence, we had to go figure out the riddle. Oh my god, it was so ass. I just remember for like 6 hours just wandering around Animal Kingdom, going on the same ride like 7 times to try and find like what they were trying to get me to fucking write down. I got like halfway through and then I gave up. And they still gave me a good grade because like half of the other classes got like 20 in.
Is a Mickey pretzel? I don't want to know. And then we have the King Dog. That's it? That's the whole title. King Dog. You can find this delicious treat at the Hot Diggity Dog food truck, which I understand is a reference to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but I will never visit it because I would have to ask a cast member, hey, how do I get to the Hot Diggity Dog food truck? And I have some self-respect. But you can't just ask for the King Dog. Oh no. Oh no, it's a secret food item, much like the Flying Dutchman of In-N-Out or the McGangbang at McDonald's. But you can't.
You get so drunk at Epcot, you just fist fight Mickey. You get fucking hammered at Epcot going around the world, and you somehow make it to Magic Kingdom, find Mickey as he's taking a picture with like a family, and just run up and just start beating the shit out of him. Where do you keep the hostages? You start shaking him, you rip his head off. He's like, chill out, man. Chill out, man. He fucking breaks character.
You can't just ask for a King Dog. No, you have to do something way worse. You have to walk up to the food stand, look the employee straight in the eyes, and say, hot dog, hot diggity dog. And at that point, they'll either...
I'm not doing that. I'm just not. Bro, see, like, that's the stupid shit. Like, why do they have that?
Offer you the King Dog, or they will give you a loaded 22 Magnum with 1 bullet for personal use. It comes on a French toast battered cereal crusted bun and is topped...
That low-key looks good as fuck, though.
With spicy peanut butter spread, banana honey mustard, and chipotle berry preserves, and a bit of bacon. Which, to be fair...
That looks good.
Sounds like a pretty goddamn good hot dog. But in all sincerity, f*** Disney, because the only way I would ever be able to eat this is if I traded in my pride for heartburn. And finally, to end this list, we have the cheeseburger spring roll. Once again, proud to be an American.
Yeah, I mean, I've had that at, I feel like they have those everywhere. Cheesesteak egg rolls, cheesesteak spring roll.
Spring roll. Once again, proud to be an American. Take a trip to Adventureland in the Magic Kingdom to find this not-so-delicate delicacy. Adventureland takes on a whole new meaning when you're playing games with your colon and don't know the distance to every bathroom around you. In essence, these things are just spring rolls stuffed with hamburger meat and cheese, and then they come with like a Big Mac-style dipping sauce. Being the most expensive item on our list,
$9.50. Bro, that's a scam, dude.
Clocking in at about $10 for 2 of them. Who could say no to such an obviously bad idea? I also want to point out that the egg roll food truck these things come out of only have pepperoni pizza flavor and burger flavor, so that you cannot get an authentic egg roll at Disney World. You have to go with these American versions of them. All that work to make up for the cultural appropriation of the 90s movies, and you threw it all away, Bobby boy. What are you doing? But speaking of learning about other cultures, ladies and gentlemen, do I have a whole ad for you. Hey, so now that we have covered all the food that makes Disney World obnoxious, let's talk about the obnoxious people that eats that obnoxious food. Disney World is far from perfect, but it would be a little bit more perfect if there weren't the 20,000 people there with you that show up on any given day. And if these people were normal...
Yeah, it's too packed. If Disney had less people, it would. Yeah, I would honestly think it would be worth more money. Even though I don't like the rides as much, if Disney had half the people it has on a regular basis, it would be fun.
Or at the very least bearable, it wouldn't be an issue. But this is Disney World. And Disney World attracts shitty people like white cheddar Cheez-Its attract me. So I've compiled a list of the people you should look out for the next time you want to take a trip to the castle in the swamp. Up first, obviously, we have the content creators. Now, am I shooting myself in the foot when I eventually go to Disney World and start filming it in order to profit off of a vacation? Yes, I am. But if you see someone holding up a Dole Whip a little bit too close to their face and they're staring into their camera's monitor instead of paying attention to the park they paid a bunch of money to go to, then you're dealing with a content creator. Shockingly, making content at Disney World is a weirdly lucrative industry. There are people who make a bunch of money going to Disney.
Dude, there's people that their whole channels is just going to different Disney attractions.
Disney World, either by blogging their day-to-day experience by going every day and letting poor people live vicariously through them while they're on break at Walmart, or they go to review the stupid food I just mentioned, or to try new rides with IPs that make no goddamn sense. But because they're there to make a profit, they will often care very little about the actual human beings around them. They're just a general nuisance, and they will do things such as not looking where they're walking when they're staring directly into the camera they're talking to for their audience, talk very loudly and act like they're very important when they're standing right next to you in a line. And they will expect...
Yo, when motherfuckers live stream at Disney World and they're standing in line just talking to their chat, I would not be able to do that. All right, who said "got"? Who said "got" in chat, though? Who said "got" for real?
Expect preferential treatment, even though they are probably one of the least important people on this very earth. Just avoid them when you can. It's not hard to miss them with their selfie sticks and their girlfriends with way too much gum in their smile. That was mean, but it's accurate. Then we have people who drink around the world. My God, what happened to my beautiful park? In recent...
I want to do that so bad, though. That's like the one thing I would go to Disney World for, because that'd be fun as shit. Just going to every different country, getting a bunch of random-ass drinks. Yeah, I wouldn't do it on my 21st birthday like JoJo, but I would go.
In years, it has become tradition to grab a drink at every mini country within the park limits. And this is, quite literally, an...
Dude, it's hilarious, too, when they're like, they get so drunk, they, like, forget where they're going. Wait, Rusty ranks beers drinking around the world. He's fucking so funny. He keeps getting the countries wrong.
And I'm gonna drink around the world at Epcot today. We have 11 countries, 11 drinks. Okay, first stop, Canada. I got a Molson, and it's delicious. Okay, we're at our second country, England. Another beer, a harp. It's lovely. Canada was a huge bummer. We'll see you guys in Morocco. Hey, the third country.
We'll see you in Morocco. All right, guys, we're at Paris.
We have a frozen martini, and I have yet to try it. I'll give you a live review. It turned like Hispanic. Delicious. Morocco. I got a Mediterranean mule. It was in Ottawa. I just almost gave that woman a heart attack. It's delicious. Will is following my coattails, and we're having a blast. We'll see you guys in... Hey! No, I don't fucking know. Okay, we're in Japan. This is the 5th country, and I went with sake.
Oh, sake's fucking disgusting. Respectfully, I'd sake one time. Maybe I just had shit sake. It was the worst alcohol I have ever had. I almost threw up trying to fucking drink it. I was like, yeah, I'll just have the sake. And he gave me like a whole fucking glass of it. I was like, I'll just sip it. Disgusting.
And it's so bad. It's like the worst thing I've ever had in my life, but I appreciate the culture. We'll see you guys.
If they gave me a glass that small, I'd just rip it.
And, okay. Okay. We are in the U.S. portion of this. I got a strawberry daiquiri, which in hindsight, I'm not sure if we actually invented it. It's delicious, but it's the coldest thing I've ever touched. I don't know why they made an America section. We will see you guys in Mexico. Vietnam.
They need an American section, so it would just be easier.
We're in Italia. We got a limoncello drink, and it's very
Dude, it's just funny to see how, like, he was so sober, and now he just has no idea what's going on.
nice. That was Borat impression. We're in the fatherland.
Oh, that cup was probably fucking $150.
Germany, I got a stein of beer. It's lovely. This is the 7th country. We'll see you guys in Prague. We are in China, the 8th stop. I got a Kung Fu punch, and the hat feels a little bit dicey. We're walking on eggshells. We'll see you guys in Portugal. Okay, 8th country, Norway. I'm having a pear Kopparberg. Everyone here is the hottest person I've ever seen. We'll see you guys in Sweden. Okay, 9th place, Mexico. I got a tequila.
Dude, he got every country wrong.
Possible thing to do. I don't know why it's treated as such a family-friendly event. It is pretty dangerous. There are 11 countries that serve alcohol at Epcot, so you are having at least 11 beers.
Why do you think they chose some of these countries? Like, how did they arrive at choosing Norway, China, Germany, Italy? Just because they're all far away from each other?
And a lot of people get mixed drinks when they do this. And 11 drinks is a lot, especially when you're standing in the hot Florida sun and not hydrating at all. This leads to late 20, early 30-year-olds falling blackout drunk in the park and having someone dressed up as Goofy escort them out. Avoid these people for obvious reasons.
I feel like I tanked that. You got like 11 drinks, you could be there for like 6 hours.
Unless you get puke on your $50 Mickey Mouse t-shirt. I mean, I get that Epcot is kind of a drag, but getting blackout drunk is not the solution. It might be.
You get so drunk you're about to throw up, you grab one of the Disney's adults Mickey hats and just puke in it and put it back on his head. He's sitting there like happy as shit. You just fucking vomit. He's like, what the fuck? You just throw it back on his head.
Be the solution. But let's stop it at 6. And then we have the parents of the Disney vacations. And let's be honest, they're the only adults that should be in the park. I'm aware that I'm an issue being 26, childless, going to a Disney park, and I can allow that. I can be two things. I can be self-aware and wrong at the same time. But some parents have less than desirable traits when it comes to mingling with them in a crowded fireworks display, so I just want to go through the ones that you should avoid.
Dude, the fireworks display when I went was so packed, man. It was literally shoulder to shoulder. There was probably like 5,000 people.
We have the omnipresent dad.
More than that, probably like 10,000 people.
Who don't want to be there. You'll see a lot of these guys. Now, these guys you want to avoid, but for the exact opposite reasons of the influencers. Dads who don't want to be there, or how they're often referred to, DWTBTs, normally keep to themselves as much as possible. That is because if they have any kind of social interaction with a stranger, they're going to boil over into a fit of righteous fury. This is due to several factors, including but not limited to spending obscene amounts of money on something that their kids will either not remember or not appreciate, standing for hours in the hot Florida sun to get on a ride that they didn't even want to go on, dealing with overly sweet cast members when all they're looking for is a genuine human that they can talk about how much this sucks with, and once again, how much money they're spending. That's like 80% of it, how pissed they are. You combine
single day ticket, $164.
You combine all that, and what you're left with is a recipe for a swift punch in the back of the head for the first person that gets lippy with them in the line for Splash.
Yeah, dude, like, see, that's just an immediate turn away. Like, I'll go to a Six Flags, but their waits are like 20 minutes. Like, I'm not standing in a line for more than 25 minutes to go on a fucking ride, dude.
Steer clear of the dads with 3 kids and a wife with Mickey ears on, because they would rather spend a whole day in Disney jail than hang out with the life they've created for themselves. Then we have the parents taking teens to Disney who do not want to be there. Are you having trouble connecting with your angsty teen? Well, boy howdy, let me tell you, taking them to Disney has never bridged that gap once in history. This is usually a sad final stab from a parent anticipating an empty nest. They're trying to reciprocate the bond they had with the kids when they were kids, but it's really just pouring gasoline on an angsty flame. I mean,
that's just bad parenting, dude. Like, literally just ask your kids if they even want to go before you buy the tickets.
I get it. If I was listening to mom...
I'll wait an hour and a half? No. You would wait, dude, you would wait the length of most movies. Let's put it in perspective. Most people are like, oh, hour and a half to go on a fucking 3-minute ride. Dude, you're telling me you would stand in line and you could start up Superbad. How long is the movie Superbad? Like, that ride was 120 minutes. Superbad is 2 hours. So that 2-hour wait time, you could watch the entire movie of Superbad before you get on the ride, go on the ride, for 4 minutes and then get off and do it again.
Genes, and I was upset about global warming and a
I
dying
waited 4 hours before. Waste of time.
capitalist system. The last thing I would want to see is a Wizard Mickey stage play. So that whole situation is going to be tense, especially with the dad who paid for too much and the kid who doesn't appreciate it. So just learn to identify and separate from any group you see with this kind of energy. And then we have photographer parents. I hate these people. Oh my God, do I hate them? Hey, fun fact, did you know that nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see a picture of your kid at Disney World? Even your kids, when they grow up and they flip through the photo album, they're not gonna—
Dude, I just low-key hate taking pictures if I go anywhere. Like, I went on a trip with my friends to Mexico last summer, and when we would take, I would be like, yeah, let's take one group photo. One photo. And when I say one photo, I mean one photo. The only way I want to retake that photo is if everybody's eyes are like this.
gonna be excited to see a picture of them sitting on the lap of Pooh Bear any more than they would be sitting on the lap.
Like, I used to care, but now that, like, I'm just an idiot on social media all the time, bro, I could look so bad in a photo, and I'm just like, it's great.
Of you while you read them a book. Maybe just do that. And the photography parents always have like 7 kids, and they always want to take pictures in the middle of every, like, walking places. And I'm not stopping. I will walk straight through that shit. I spent a lot of money to be here, and I'm not gonna lose momentum on my way to Space Mountain just because you want to have a photo op of the time that everything was good and happy before the divorce. Once again, this—
Just grab the grandma's camera and just fucking rip it in half and keep walking.
That was harsh. Something about these videos takes something in me. So I just wanted to make a statement in this video. Being a Disney adult is a tough gig. It really is. I do my best to hide it from the general public. Not my best, but I don't tell the people in my real life about it because they'll be mean to me. When you tell people you're a Disney adult, you get some major pushback. Well, I don't use the term Disney adult, I just like, you know, Pixar. But when you say that, they're like, are you a child? And I say, no, I just had a childhood that never ended. That was cringe. But if I want to have a night watching Monsters Inc. with a glass of red wine, fuck you. I can do that. I don't have to explain myself.
I respect that, though. There's a lot of times where I want to rewatch WALL-E because I think WALL-E's a fire fucking movie.
So I compiled a bunch of comments, mean comments from my last video talking about how much I liked Disney, and we're gonna go through them and we're gonna explain why they're all wrong. Okay? Okay. This one's from Ellie. Find an adult hobby. Okay, first of all, you clicked on the video. You clicked on the Disney video, okay? So you were obviously curious as to what Disney was all about, so f*** you. But second of all, what is an adult hobby? At this point in history, really, what is an adult hobby? What, do I turn 25 and all of a sudden I have to get into bird watching and train models? Like, why do I have to switch that switch on? I'm gonna play video games and watch cartoons until I die, Ellie. Well, how about you go down to the local community center to learn how to—
I don't know. Like, do you guys think you're ever gonna stop playing video games? Fuck no, dude. I would play video games till I'm like 80, bro. Swear to God. Like, I feel like this is what's gonna happen. Your reaction time starts slowing as you get older, so I'd probably start phasing out of competitive games, you know? Yeah, if you're gonna ask me, am I going to be playing comp Valorant when I'm 35? My answer is going to be no. But are you going to say if I'm playing video games? Yeah. When not Red Dead Redemption 2, but like when GTA 6 comes out, I'm going to be playing that for fucking 15 years until the next one comes out. When GTA 7 comes out, when I'm fucking 83, I'll pop that disc back in, where I'll start up the hologram and go, boot me in.
Paint so you don't take up your time making mean comments on my videos. Why am I not surprised he's a Disney adult? Okay. That one hurt more than the first one. A lot of people said that. A lot of people said I look like a Disney adult. I don't, what does that mean? What characteristics are that? Is it because I'm a little soft, both physically and mentally? Is it because I obviously can't win a fight by any metric? What are the parameters of looking like a Disney adult? Like, seriously, comment. I'm not doing comment bait, but I'm
The hat. What makes him look like a Disney adult right now?
Genuinely curious. What does a Disney adult look like? And don't bring up the gums thing. I already did that. That was funny. Do something different. You lost me when you said you'd hit a child, bro. For sure. I mean, I don't remember saying I'd hit a kid in the first video, but I can definitely see myself saying that, so I'm just gonna go on good faith. But listen, let's not take the moral high ground, my guy. I would never hit a kid of my own or someone else's kid, but you're gonna act like you've never fantasized about it? Like you're at Olive Garden and the kid's jumping up and down in the booths and being a nuisance? You never thought about taking your dinner plate and throwing it at their head like some kind of porcelain frisbee? Is that just me? I hope that's not just me.
Nah, you walk it, dude, whenever I'm walking and some parent lets their kid just run around and the kid runs in front of me and I have to do one of these and then keep walking, all of my body just wants to I don't want to kick him, but like if I'm walking, the kid walks in front of me, I always like, I'll stop myself and I like, but all of me just wants to keep going. Just right through.
Am I a bad person? Damn, the divorce really hit Mickey hard, huh? Fuck you. I'm 86% sure Tug has a stiffy. Okay, well, I was wearing the Mickey costume in that one, and those pants were thin. I don't Don't look at my junk. The last time I went, I got diarrhea. Well, you probably rocked the king dog if I had to guess. And finally, I like the bits when you're talking about violence against people who annoy you. That is relatable. That's a little worrying. That seemed like you're looking for an excuse. But you seem so tiny and insecure out of character. Not that it's impossible for you to do damage, but I bet you get nervous telling waitresses your order is incorrect and just eat the wrong order.
Bro, I do that shit unless it's too wrong. Like if I order a burger and they put the wrong toppings on it, I'm gonna just take that shit off. I'm not gonna be like, oh, send it back. But if I ordered like a steak and they give me chicken, I'd say, but I didn't fucking order this. It depends how wrong the order is.
Videos every Saturday and Wednesday. Thank you for watching.
That was a W vid. All right, chat. I gotta piss, and then we'll get into the next one. Zumar for the second.